Morning. This is Market Movers for Friday, December 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Doesn't seem to be making too much of a difference in the stock market. We're basically flat for the day. I was kind of taking a look. I haven't done many market movers this week just because it's been quiet. We're into the holiday season. Basically, a lot of people are on vacation, and it's probably going to stay that way through the end of the year unless something major happens with the Fed meeting next week, 17th and 18th. Which is Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So we could get a surprise out of the meeting, but I kind of doubt it. I think the most that we'll see coming out of the meeting would be just some language in the minutes maybe, or a Fed governor making a speech afterwards kind of saying they would like to see tapering happen sooner than March, which is what most economists expect. So short of that, I think it's going to be pretty quiet for the rest of the year. So there haven't been that many stories to talk about this week, but in general, stocks are down this week over last week. We closed out last week at 1805 on the S&P, which was very close to an all-time high. And since then, we've dropped about 30 points. Who knows where we'll close today, but right now we're pretty much flat. So that's about 1.7% that we've lost in a week, which is not a big deal, but in a 1 week time period in 5 trading days, or really 4 trading days because it's early today yet. That's a decent drop. Obviously, the market, in my opinion, is a very high valuation, which means there's a lot more risk to the downside from where we are because we've gone up so much. Even with this 1.7% fall, we're probably up about 24-25% for the year. Small caps, the Russell's up maybe 32%, 33%, something like that. So it's been a big year for stocks, obviously. And that means next year is probably not going to be quite so easy. I'll have more to say about that later. But so far this week, it's been pretty quiet. We had the weekly jobless claims number yesterday, came in at 368,000 new jobless claims, up quite a bit from the previous week. So that's a little bit of a shock, although there are always kind of disruptions in the employment numbers towards the end of the year because you have temporary employment for Black Friday and stuff like that. So there are some distortions, and we'll keep an eye on that. But again, pretty quiet this week, except for stocks going down. There hasn't been a whole lot of data. Thing to look forward to next week, again, the Fed meeting, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's going to be basically the biggest event for the rest of the year. The only other big development this week was bipartisan agreement on a budget, fix, I guess you would say, that would avert another possible government shutdown next month. So that was a positive, although we still have to vote on it. So we'll see how Congress does on the vote side. But just want to give a quick kind of a wrap up of the market for the week, since I didn't have a lot to say. But pretty excited to see what happens next week with the Fed meeting. I think leading into that, there's a lot of uncertainty, so we could see further downside in stocks. But we'll wait and see on that.